friends. We're a little bit late to the game, but I would like to introduce you to one of my favorite fictional characters from my podcast, The Adventures of Abernathy Franklin. This version of Abernathy goes by Franny Lynn. She enjoys imbibing consciousness-enhancing substances, shall we say, on a regular basis. So I will ask you to forgive her speech patterns, if you will. But we're going to have her come on in and give you a little bit of a story. So without further ado, here's Miss Franny. Hi, friends. It's Franny Lynn. I'm here to tell you the story of Easter, as I understand it. So Easter is a celebration in honor of the last dinner party that Jesus ever threw. Now, remember, Jesus was Jewish, so his dinner parties were like off the hook, right? Bagels and lox, blintzes, charcuterie boards, like you can't believe. Kosher meats and treats, fabulous. And of course, lots of great wine. So after a few too many glasses of wine, Jesus and Judas, they get into it. Because Jesus finds out that Judas has been breeding rabbits to put into rabbit stew to feed the poor. And Jesus is like, I have a moral obligation. That's not it. Objection. I have a moral objection to killing tiny, cute, fuzzy bunnies to put into stew. And Judas is like, hey man, you know, you should talk. You're getting all the fish and giving all the fish to feed the poor. That's not, you know, we're both trying to feed the poor, man. Why you gotta be a dick about it? And Jesus, he's like, listen, I'll kill all the fish I want to feed to the poor, because that Poseidon piece of shit, he refuses to bend the knee to dad. And I'll turn every creature in the sea into sushi for the poor if I want. And Judas, he comes back like, oh, here it is again. That's what it is, isn't it? Daddy's almighty, so you just get to do whatever you want. Anyway, things escalate. Eventually it comes to blows, and a bar brawl style fight breaks out. Everybody's choosing sides, throwing punches. It's a mess. So somebody calls the cops. Cops come. Now, Judas has a cousin on the force. So he gets off scot-free. Fucks off to Belgium. That's where he's keeping the bunnies. Which, incidentally, is where you get the chocolate bunnies for Easter. Anyway, so Jesus, he gets thrown into the drunk tank. He's supposed to spend a night there, sleep it off. But he ends up getting shivved by a meth head. So he dies. Everybody's sad. Now, in Jesus' time, news didn't travel as fast as it does today. So it took 3 days for this story to get to Poseidon. It turns out Poseidon's like the chillest one of everybody in this whole tale, actually. Poseidon's like, you know, that Jesus kid, he's not so bad. He just, you know, he didn't mean what he said about my fish friends. He's just trying to help feed the hungry of his people, you know, and he just had a little too much to drink. And it's not his fault that his dad's such an arrogant piece of work, you know? So I'm gonna bring him back. So Poseidon, he reanimator zaps Jesus, poof, Jesus is undead. And everybody is excited and happy about it, except for God. God's like, I am not about to be showed up by that Poseidon motherfucker with my own kid. Jesus, you get your ass back to heaven right now. Sends down the light. Jesus ascends back into heaven, never again to throw bitchin' earth dinner parties. And that's the story of Easter. And the eggs actually, they used to be caviar, fish eggs, right? Because Poseidon and all the fish. But, you know, caviar got to be pretty expensive. So the church decided to change it to just regular chicken eggs. Of course, regular chicken eggs are getting kind of expensive now, too. Maybe we need to go back to caviar. Anyway, happy belated Zombie Jesus Day to everyone. And next time that you have a chocolate bunny, think of Judas. Cheers. And there we have it. The story of Easter as told by Franny Lynn. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel and go leave a comment, do the fun things that you can do as a viewer. And do go check out my podcast, The Adventures of Abernathy Franklin, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Wherever you find podcasts, you'll find Abernathy Franklin. And if you would like to support more fun content, Adventures with Abernathy and little videos from Franny Lynn, please do join my Patreon, patreon.com/Abernathy Franklin. Thanks all for watching, and I will catch you next time.